Good afternoon and welcome to WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines has announced plans for the construction of the Cumberland Bay Resort and Marina in North Leeward. Tourism Minister the Honorable Carlos James says the development will feature 10 overwater villas, 50 cottages, a 100-room hotel, and a marina for pleasure yachts. He emphasized that the project will create major employment opportunities in North Leeward and support the broader tourism sector on mainland St. Vincent. Minister James added that by 2026, the country's mainland hotel room stock is expected to reach around 4,000. He also highlighted other major developments, including the $375 million Sandals Beaches Resort in the Leeward area, requiring at least 1,500 workers, and a 300-room Marriott at Peters Hope. Combined, these projects are expected to generate employment for over 2,000 people. Argyle International Airport has welcomed a team of Cuban specialists who will be stationed at the airport for the next 12 months. Their mission: to provide hands-on training, technical guidance, and knowledge transfer to airport staff. CEO Josette Graves says the initiative is all about investing in people. She shared that during her own career, mentorship from a Cuban specialist shaped her path, and she wants the same opportunity for AIA staff. The program will focus on key areas including airport maintenance, regulatory compliance, and operations. Department heads will work closely with the specialists to ensure all staff benefit from the training and understand their roles. This move underscores AIA's commitment to operational excellence, career growth, and building a stronger foundation for aviation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Still on the local scene, police are investigating the death of 23-year-old Darrell Cummings of Chateaubelair, who was found with gunshot wounds early Saturday morning. Around 2:58 a.m. on September 13th, police responded to reports of gunfire in Layou. Cummins was later discovered unresponsive at a nearby residence and was pronounced dead by the district medical officer. The scene was processed by the crime scene unit, and a post-mortem examination will determine the exact cause of death. The Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force says the investigation is ongoing and is appealing to anyone with information to contact Police Control at 457-1211, the Criminal Investigations Department at 456-1810, or any trusted police officer. On to news in the region. The president of the Public Services Association, Felicia Thomas, has strongly rejected claims that her union is receiving preferential treatment from the Trinidad and Tobago government. The controversy arose after TNT's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar ordered the National Insurance Board of Trinidad and Tobago to pay outstanding arrears to PSA-represented workers, benefiting 950 employees. Critics, including PNM MP Brian Manning and the Banking, Insurance and General Workers Union, suggested the move was political payback ahead of promised salary increases. Thomas responded, saying that the payments satisfy a court order and should not be seen as favoritism. She emphasized that the PSA remains in solidarity with other unions and expressed confidence that the government will honor the promised 10% salary increase for public servants. Teachers across Antigua and Barbuda have begun receiving retroactive salary payments, but the Antigua and Barbuda Union of Teachers says the government has yet to fully meet its obligations. The government reported that $3 million was disbursed to cover arrears. However, ABUT President Castroy Charles says the amount is insufficient, leaving hundreds of educators unpaid. The payments relate to a reclassification of salaries under the 2024 Collective Bargaining Agreement, which only came into effect this summer, creating arrears for the intervening months. Charles confirmed that while over 1,000 teachers have received their payments, hundreds are still waiting and urged the government to honor its commitment. He also warned that repeated delays could force the union to consider industrial action if deficiencies are not properly addressed. No date has been announced for when the remaining payments will be made. Finally, on the international scene, leaders from the Arab and Muslim world gathered in Doha today to issue a joint response to last week's Israeli attack on the Qatari capital. The attacks in Gaza continue to escalate, with at least 51 Palestinians, including 6-year-old twins, killed today, along with 3 journalists. Since October 2023, Israel's war on Gaza has claimed more than 64,800 lives and left over 164,600 injured. Israeli officials report 1,139 deaths in Israel from the October 7th attacks, with about 200 people taken captive. The summit strongly condemned Israel's attack on Qatar, calling it illegal and undermining peace efforts. Leaders pledged full solidarity with Qatar, praised its mediation effort, and called for continued support for international peacemaking in the region. The statement also rejected any attempts to justify Israel's actions and warned against further threats toward Qatar. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WeFM's Evening News, and we thank you for listening.